New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. And hello again, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you here. It's Wednesday morning. It's 8:15 on the Mountain Time Zone, and that means it is time for our morning prayers. So grateful you're with us here this morning. Good morning, Kathy. Good to see you, dear one. Blessings to you. Michelle, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good to see you. Feels like it's been a little while, so I'm grateful to see you here again with us. Thank you. Anyone else that might be watching now or at a later time, thank you for being with us. You're welcome to chat along, chime along, anything. Let us know you're out there. And let us know what your prayer requests are. You know, we've got a whole team of people here that love to pray, that love, and remember, praying, not begging and beseeching, but praying in the affirmative, lifting us each up in an affirmative prayer and a reminder of the truth of who we are and how this whole thing works and how we're a part of it. And that means that we can pray on your behalf as well. So if you'd like to get one of our team praying on your behalf, send us an email, prayer@ntmedia.org. We'll get on top of that, and the whole team will receive your request, and we'll pray on that for the week, or maybe longer. And hey, if you've experienced a demonstration from one of the prayer requests you've sent our way, by all means, please let us know that as well. You can send a celebration or a demonstration to us through that email as well, prayer@ntmedia.org. Okay, so I just said it. This is not begging and beseeching. This is an affirmation of truth that we share in. It's a science, if you will. I'm going to say it. It's a scientific process because we use the same process again and again and again and again. Every time we pray, we use the same process to get us to a point where there is a recognition, an affirmation, perhaps even a revelation of the ultimate truth, the universal truth. And it is ours simply to be in that goody good vibration and allow the energetic vibration of truth to remind us, to lift us up, to inspire us throughout our day. So that's what we're going to do. And if you're in a comfortable place to join me, I invite you to close your eyes and start with the holy breath. Whatever that might sound like or look like for you, start with that big, big, holy, holy breath. An opportunity to be still and to recognize the oneness of life. It is here in this moment that I come to recognize the divine one, God, Allah, Buddha, Brahma, Yahweh, Vishnu, Kuan Yin, source energy, by whatever name you may choose, recognize the oneness of all life. For we all breathe the same air. We're all warmed by the same sun. We are all supported by the same planet. I come in this moment to recognize the oneness of life, the everything, the source, the supply, to recognize the one as love and light and beauty, truth and health and wealth and well-being and abundance, prosperity. That one self-existent cause that is forever taking on form and experience and abandoning those forms, those experiences, in order to take on new form, new experience. The oneness reveals itself as my life perfectly, whole, complete, nothing missing, nothing absent. And as I know that truth of my life, I know that must be true of all life. So everyone, everywhere must be a divine emanation of this oneness, of this divine source, this overwhelming, unlimited reservoir of everything. It's all God. And therefore, it must all be good. Even when I don't see it that way, I recognize that the oneness is lifting itself up in greater and grander expression of who we are and who we've come to be. So I know that everyone that hears these words, everyone touched by the vibration that we are raising up here today, is a divine emanation of God. That we each have that power within us to claim our good, to name our good, to claim what we desire. Name it and claim it. Name it and claim it. And so I lift each one up in a soulful prayer this day for the love we desire, for the good that we experience, for the healing that is upon us, for an experience of continuing to recognize the health and the wholeness of who we are. I speak this word for Michelle. I claim for her a sense of recognizing that wholeness in who she is, in her family, in her friends, and everyone around her. I claim for her a recognition that the divine ideal, the divine, is working its magic, even in the weirdness, even in what is the damage to her home. There is a rebirth, there is a regeneration, there is a restoration that is happening. It's happening right now, even if it doesn't look it. Maybe it seems like it's being put off, or maybe it seems like it's not going the way we desire, or we should, or it should, or that it must. And yet, what I know is somehow, in some amazing way, it's all happening perfectly. The divine gift cannot deny itself. The divine must give of its gifts. So I claim for Michelle that recognition that everything's happening in divine time, according to the divine blueprint, and everything's happening just as it must in service for her mission, her life on this planet. I claim for each one that hears these words that same sense of healing, any sense of of separation or division, that sense of knowing, of embracing, of really embracing the absolute truth of life, that all is well, that everything's working out exactly as it must. See, the oneness reveals itself perfectly. It is in the human that we interpret the perfection. And some say this isn't right, or some say that isn't right. And it is in the human that we perceive this perfection in different ways. And yes, there are those that can misuse this law. There are those that become clouded in their minds. There are those that question the absolute truth, that fight against the truth, that look from the lens of pessimism rather than optimism. And those are just those that have lost their way. So we lift them up as well. We lift up the light of truth to say it doesn't have to be that way. It can be a different way. I speak a special word for all those that are feeling sorrow or suffering this day, for all those that have been touched by violence, whether it be by gun or by knife or by the hand. I lift everyone up that has been touched in these days by this violence that is sweeping across portions of our planet, but it is not our nature. It is a misuse of the law. It does not have to be. We don't say it's all good and it's all God when children lie dead. We say we want to see the truth. And so we must raise up the truth. We must raise up an image of the truth. We must raise up a vibration of love and light. We must raise up a vibration of compassion. And we must raise up our voice to say no more. That we send this phenomenon, this experience of killing, of shootings, back into the nothingness from whence it came. But it is not I alone doing this work, but we all must see, we all must speak, we all must raise up and allow the divine to guide us to the right words, allow the divine to guide us to the right actions, allow the divine to guide us. And in that guidance, we must be willing to follow. We must be willing to take the action, regardless of how it may seem, regardless of whether we want to or not. We must follow the divine guidance. We must take that inspired action. And so it is through this prayer that I affirm a vision of a world that works for all life. It doesn't mean it's a world that works for profit. It doesn't mean it's a world that works for capitalism alone. It doesn't mean that it's a world that has to work for gun manufacturers. It means it's a world that works for life, to keep life going, to bring new life onto the planet. And so I claim for humanity a sense of letting go of all of the ways, all the forms of death and destruction that we have created throughout our time on this planet. I claim for humanity a resurgence, a recognition that we are part of this living system called planet Earth, and planet Earth will go on beyond without us, but we cannot go on without planet Earth. We're not going to transplant ourselves to Mars or Venus or the moon or anywhere else. We must be in that place of letting go of everything that creates harm and division, everything that exploits the planet, and come to a greater sense, a greater vision of how we create a world that works for all life. That is what we are doing. That is what we are about. And I know it is not mine to do, but it is mine to envision. It is mine to say yes. And in that envisioning, the divine points me towards what is mine to do. See, we can't, not one of us can do all this alone, but together we can accomplish anything. When each one is following that divine call to serve, whether it's in the realm of those that are unhoused or those that are hungry, those that are scared, those that are confused, those that have been led to believe that violence is the answer when we know that love is the way. See, we must love. If we love more, the world will be okay. If we love the world, we will be okay. And so it starts with each one. It starts with each one on this broadcast, each one being touched by this vibration. It starts with each one saying yes to a greater experience of life, of living. So I am grateful in this moment for this experience, for this opportunity. Most especially grateful to know God's got this and I can raise it up in a loving heart. With a loving heart, I release this prayer into the law, knowing God's got it, and I let it be. And if any of this has resonated in any way, please join me in an affirmation of truth as we say together. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you, dear ones. Thank you. We are one. Yes, we are one. Hey, I'm running over. That's not supposed to happen, but I'm not setting a very good example for the team today, but I'm running long, so I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for being with us. Please let your friends and family know what we're doing here on New Thought Media Network. We've got a full day of broadcasting for you today. I'm running long. Reverend Michelle with the Morning Sip with Reverend Melissa has already started, I am sure. And if you're a viewer of hers, go over and catch that. The 40-day love processes with Emma Moreno is up at 9. Spirit Cafe at 10 with Reverend Barbara and Cheryl Rogers. Rockin' the Love with Robin and Gil later today at 1 o'clock as well. So please stay tuned. Enjoy all of our programming here on the New Thought Media Network. I'm going to get out of here. I love you. I can't wait to be with you again. Until then, I wish you peace and richest blessings. Bye now. On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network. Come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings. On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then.